Hi, this is Kenji, and I'm from where many people call the Lucky Country. If you don't know what I'm talking about Australia. The land I call home is becoming scarier and scarier with more uncertainties happening every single day for no good reason. And for some messed up reasons, politicians are making more and more laws that either are not needed or won't work and are just upright dangerous. Can you guess? Yep, you guessed it. Today we're talking about the bill being passed to stop Australian users under 16 from being able to use social media. First off, if you haven't heard, the Australian government has just had a bill passed to restrict people from under 18 from using social media. Now, you might say, "Oh, that's terrific, no more brain rots, the kids are finally safe." But aren't you forgetting a few things? Like, who is providing the ID to verify your age? Who do you think is responsible for the child if someone gets in trouble? And if they don't have TikTok or YouTube to provide them information, where are they going to get their sources? Because let me tell you something, the news ain't much better. Actually, I'd say it's far worse, and this is coming from a guy who heavily dislikes TikTok. Now, let me ask you something. What is more detrimental to the mind of a teenager? A, getting fed a mixture of many ideas, good or bad, or B, getting fed the same scripted and processed corporatized media shit that every news station is saying? Now, I'm just going to hope you picked A, because remember, with the latter comes all those news sources and them mostly being heavily influenced by the Australian government. Do we really want to live in a world where our kids' thoughts are dictated by a TV network media program rather than what they find on their own? Also, look, I'm not saying that what most teenagers consume online is exactly healthy per se, but isn't it better than our government raising our kids? Okay, even if that doesn't happen, it's still a huge risk at play and might not even be a threat from within Australia. Now, this is what most creators have been talking about. Privacy. In order for the government to make online access restricted to over 16 years old, how will they do this without exposing the safety of all Australians online? Would I have to give my ID to bloody TikTok if I ever decide to go on there? If so, is China going to have all my personal info? What about for all the mums on Facebook? Will they have their actual IDs sold? Which, not to mention, Facebook has done in the past with people's data. How exactly will this get pulled off? And the only way I can see this is through an online mobile app store, which doesn't apply to PC users. Why should we have to put our safety on the line just to give the government more control? After all, let's not forget that a lot of kids nowadays are brought up with technology and could easily bypass these systems with maybe just a VPN or some other tool, rendering this system absolutely useless, while putting the rest of us at risk. Now lastly, remember, all of us who are over 16 won't be the only ones affected by this law. Think about all the teenagers needing to contact their friends and have social connections that you can't do through SMS texting. Let's take Discord for example. Discord will likely fall under the restricted platforms as, for one, it enables social interaction, 2, it allows users to link and interact with others, and 3, it permits posting material. Discord is just basically a more advanced SMS, so will they take that away too? Because remember, you can make social groups of more than 2 people with SMS. You can share links to other websites, as well as being able to post photos. So by rights, that should go as well. Not just that, but since phone calls are intertwined with SMS, shouldn't that require ID to use phone calls as well? What about gaming? Will we be able to play with our mates online in an online match? Well, not me. I have no friends. I'm a lonely fuck. You see, there's so much information missing from this case, and there's a lot of bad crap that will affect all of us. Well, at least those of us here in Australia. Hell, maybe even the US. Because what about the American kids that are friends with Australian kids? What will happen to those friendships? Or the ones between kids from other countries in Australia? Because SMS won't work overseas. In conclusion, this whole bill getting passed by next year at the end of 2025, by the way, is just plain wrong and very sketchy in my eyes. It feels like we're being controlled and our online privacy is at stake. Kids will be affected and might not even be able to continue their international friendships. This situation is just sad for Australia, and I don't even know what will happen. I don't even know if there's anything we can do, but we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. Anyways, that'll be about it for this video. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like and let me know your thoughts on this topic. I'd love to hear it. If you do want to see more content like this, I do gaming and discussion-based videos, so if either of those sound interesting, consider subscribing. Anyways, that'll be about it. This is Kenji, and I am out.